Hello YouTube. This is the 8th in a series of videos where we discuss vintage cameras from the 1900s all the way up to 2000. Today I'd like to show you a camera that's on loan to me from a friend who has this in his collection. This is the Rulex 1930 Bellows camera. It takes a negative that's 9 by 12 centimeters. This particular camera is known as a field camera. It was sold to the amateur market in 1930. It has a metal box, leather strap. This could be imitation or real leather covering on the outside. This particular model has an upgrade where it has a rollback made by the Wilmar Electronics company in Manhattan. This was an aftermarket accessory, but normally the way that this camera operates is like this. The back on this camera normally would use 9 by 12 centimeter sheet film. This back would come off. You would put in the ground glass for focusing. It would have a different holder where you would load in your sheet film, of course with the slide. After you focused, you loaded the film, removed the slide, took the picture. Now the way you took the picture in this case, in this camera, is you would cock the shutter here. You would set your f-stops. In this camera, it still operates. And you would take the picture. This still works, having been made in, we believe, in 1930. But with the rollback, this either took 120 or 127, probably 127 roll film. I don't want to take this apart because it's very difficult to remove and put back on. And this metal is fatigued. It's almost 100 years old. It does have a tripod mount there. Now what's interesting about this is it has so many different things going on here. First thing that catches everybody's eye is the length of these bellows. These bellows extend even further. You can see over here. That's for close-up photography. Now, you would focus, say you wanted to focus on something 8 inches away. The focusing would be done by the ground glass, and then you would put your sheet film or your roll film back on. It uses a lock pin here for focusing. You can go in and out over here. We'll move these back in because they're dry. These bellows are dry, but surprisingly, these bellows don't have any rips, tears, or holes. Okay, we discussed how you cock the shutter here. This is your trigger release here. And you have on the front this waist level viewfinder here. So that's viewfinder number 1. You have this. This is known as an action finder, a sports finder. And what you would do is you would look through the back hole. You would frame using this, and you'd take your picture. And then it would neatly fold away. And this folds away over the front. This is a very nice design. This folds over here like this and tucks right out of the way. In fact, when you look at it, you really don't even realize it's there. All right, let's continue about the other options, the other things that this camera has. It has rise. Watch the lens go up. It has rise and fall. It has left and right. Watch it. You can see dead center there. Now you would be able to adjust parallax correction by viewing the ground glass before you loaded any film. You have up and down. I don't believe it has swing left and right. It may. I just don't want to force it. Of course, there's no instruction book, and online it's almost near nothing is available online for this camera as far as functionality. There are a lot of bloggers that blog about this camera because it's just beautiful. A few more things let's talk about. It has a bubble level, and the fluid is still in there. The bubble level would make sure that your camera was level, not left, not right, not up, not down. That's really incredible how they thought about putting a bubble level on the front of the camera. All right, let's talk about Rulex. Not Rolex, but Rulex. Rulex is a Japanese lens maker. We believe that Rulex made the lens, and then Japan shipped these lenses to Dresden, Germany, where the Ihagee, the IHAGEE camera works in Dresden, Germany, would build the camera and sell them. It's very interesting. They would make 1,000 cameras a day. Perhaps not this model, but other models. They made so many cameras. Because don't forget, Dresden, Germany was the, not electronic, but the camera manufacturer in all of Germany. Dresden was targeted in World War II because they had so much manufacturing going on in Dresden that in World War II, Dresden was 90% leveled. They focused on their factories during the bombing, and they were mostly completely leveled. Let's continue. This lens, like we talked about, Rulex, Japanese lens on a camera made in Germany. It's an f4.5 135 millimeter lens. We talked about the double extension on the bellows. Let's see what else we can have here. What is this Rulex 9x12 centimeter camera trending for on the internet? Well, it is one of the more expensive vintage cameras out on the market because it is sought after. Number one, it's large. Number two, it just, on display, this camera looks beautiful, especially if you had it fully extended like this and you had this on display. It's just beautiful. Just the camera is trending on the internet today for $100. But this roll film back is really scarce. The work we've done trying to search down others, because this is an aftermarket, back in 1930, it's an aftermarket accessory made by Rollback, ROLBAK. To find it intact on the camera with this is the sheet metal slide you would put back in, but I don't want to pull it out. It doesn't come out smoothly, so let's not break anything. If you have the camera with all the parts working, nothing missing, and this rare aftermarket rollback, brings it up to $175. So this is trending for $175. It probably sold for more than that when it was new, but then again in 1930, $175 was about $1,000 in today's money. So here we have it, the 1930 Rulex camera, bellows camera made by the Ihagee Camera Works in Dresden, Germany. Real fine, beautiful example of early photography. capability. One thing I noticed when you're dealing with vintage cameras is if you wanted to take this outside and you didn't have a tripod, you can, and you're looking for a picnic table or the roof of a car, something flat, you could put this on and you wouldn't have to worry that this part was down and it would push the camera and make it not level. But look at this, completely level. This was thought out very well. You could just place this on a park bench, anything, a picnic table, outdoors, and you'd have a level picture. Very well thought out. And of course, this all folds back together, all the way back. You put everything back where it goes, and then this folds in. I don't want to force it. I don't want to wreck it. It's not mine. But there you go, folks. 1930 Rulex Ihagee from Dresden, Germany. Have a great day.